Greetings, greetings, blessed love, mighty royal, welcome to my channel. This is I am Life and Light Productions. And I, Just Sparks, I am your host. Welcome to class 16 of High School of Thought, lesson 16 of the Master Key System, where we are learning self-control, self-mastery, where we are learning to have dominion over our mind space, to have dominion over our reality. You see it? So we do give thanks. I came on earlier and it seemed like the mic was down or the volume was out or something. So if anyone is there answering, if anyone is there listening, please make I know say that the I can hear and I'm not just speaking to air. You see it, so to say. We give thanks. Blessed, royal welcome to High School of Thought, mighty art of Sabbath remembrance to each and every eye going through. Do remembering that the Sabbath is a state of mind. It's a state of dwelling in your desires fulfilled. As it is written, whatsoever ye desire when he prayed to the Father, believe that ye have received it and ye shall have it. Yes, so this is what we're teaching. The Christ consciousness, the awakening. So we do give thanks royally for each and every eye joining in. Blessings to each and every eye household. May the eyes them household be full of health, wealth, and love, joy and prosperity going through. We do give thanks again. Let me see if I could turn the camera because it seemed kind of dark. So let me see if I can move the stand a little. Maybe the eyes them can see I a little bit better. Let me fix my chair. Blessed love, can the eye hear I? If the eye can hear I, just say give a thumbs up or something. Make I know say the eye can hear I said way, Anyone that is listening, anyone that is scrolling too. Can the eye hear? Can you hear I? Well, we give thanks for another strong, we give thanks for another blessing, heart of love going through, mighty heart of Sabbath remembrance once again. Blessings to each and every eye. I pray the eyes them can hear I, this one here. This is class 16, lesson 16 of the Master Key System. And our exercise for this strong, I will go right in it because it seemed like I've been having some technical difficulties with my phone mic that I'm not being heard. So if any of the eyes them is there and could make I know if the eye is hearing I, and I'm not just speaking and I just looking at my picture and see me moving my mouth and don't know what I'm saying, This strong 16, we are to try to bring to a realization of the important fact that harmony and happiness are states of consciousness and do not depend upon the possession of things. Yes, I. Blessed love, green spirit. Can the eye hear I? Can you hear I? I've been having some technical difficulties. This is like my 4th time on the live, and every time no one was hearing I. So can the eye hear I? All right. Again, we are to try to bring, give thanks royally. This strong, the 16th strong, we are to try to bring to a realization of the important fact that harmony and happiness are states of consciousness and do not depend upon the possession of things. That things are effects and come as a consequence of correct mental states. So that if we desire material possessions of any kind, our chief concern should be to acquire the mental attitude which will bring about the result desired. This mental attitude is brought about by a realization of our spiritual nature and our unity with the universal mind, which is the substance of all things. This realization will bring about everything which is necessary for our complete enjoyment. This is scientific or correct thinking. When we succeed in bringing about this mental attitude, it is comparatively easy to realize our desire as an already accomplished fact. When we can do this, we shall have found the truth, which makes us free from every lack or limitation of any kind. Yes, right. So the truth is to have a realization that if you can consciously, consciously possess something in your mind without wavering, you shall have it in your reality. And this is called scientific or correct thinking. Yes, right? So we're going to go into the 10 question and answers. And Green Spirit, Blessed Love, Mighty Heart of Love, to the I and the I Royal family. Blessings to the I House. May the I House be filled with health, wealth, and love. Abundance of joy and prosperity going through. Also to each and every eye that is tuning in with I at this very moment. Okay? Question 1. Upon what does wealth depend? Answer. Upon an understanding of the creative nature of thought. Question 2. Upon what does its true value consist? Answer. Upon its exchange value. Question 3. Upon what does success depend? Answer. Upon spiritual power. Question 4. Upon what does this power depend? Answer. Upon use. Use determines its existence. Question 5. How may we take our fate out of the hands of change? Answer. By consciously realizing the conditions which we desire to see manifested in our lives. Question 6. What then is the great business of life? Answer. Thinking. Question 7. Why is this so? Answer. Because thought is spiritual and therefore creative. To consciously control thought is to control circumstances, conditions, environment, and your destiny. Question 8. What is the source of all evil? Answer. Destructive thinking. Question 9. What is the source of all good? Answer. Scientific correct thinking. Question 10. What is scientific correct thinking? Answer. Scientific correct thinking is a recognition of the creative nature of spiritual energy, which is thought, and our ability to control it. You see it? So, having an understanding or a realization of the power of our thoughts and being able to control it is scientific correct thinking. And this will bring about every good that we're desiring in our experience. So we do give thanks to the eyes, them joining in royally. Heart of love going through. Yes, give thanks, honorable eye, received and reciprocated. Yes, more love and blessings going through. Yes, and as always, I will go over Lars Strong's lesson and question and answer. Everything good? You want to say blessed love? All right, say blessed love.
Blessed love.
Yes, them can see you. Yeah, so let me go over this, yeah? I'll soon come. Okay? All right. Last Strong's lesson. We will go over it quickly. Last Strong, we were supposed to concentrate on insight, inner sight. Take our accustomed position and focus the thought on the fact that to have a knowledge of the creative power of thought does not mean to possess the art of thinking. So not because you know that thoughts are creative mean you possess the art of thinking, the art of creation. It's the art of manifesting. Let the thought dwell on the fact that knowledge does not apply itself, that our actions are not governed by knowledge, but by custom, precedent, and habit. That the only way we can get ourselves to apply knowledge is by a determined conscious effort. Call to mind the fact that knowledge unused passes from the mind, that the value of the information is in the application of the principle. Continue this line of thought till you gain sufficient insight to formulate a definite program or method, or technique for applying this principle to your particular problem. And this principle can be applied to any and every problem. And it is scientific, meaning it is always available. And it cannot fail. See it? Okay, so we'll go through the question and answer of Lars Strong. This is lesson 15, Lars Strong's lesson. Okay? What determines the degree of harmony which we attain? Okay? Answer. Our ability to appreciate that we require for our growth. I did it again. Okay, I will repeat. Our ability to appreciate what we require for our growth from each experience. So if we are able to learn from each experience, it is what will help us to gain harmony within our life, to attain harmony, by learning from the experiences them that we go through, not by judging them. you see, but rather by learning from them. Question 2. What do difficulties and obstacles indicate in our life? Answer: that they are necessary for our wisdom and spiritual growth. Without difficulty and obstacles, we will not become wiser and we will not grow spiritually. Question 3. How may these difficulties be avoided? Answer: by a conscious understanding of and cooperation with natural laws. Question 4. What is the principle by which thought manifests into form? So what causes thought to manifest into form? What principle? What law? Answer: the law of attraction. Question 5. How is the necessary material secured by which the growth, development, and maturity of the idea takes form? Answer: the law of love, which is the creative principle of the universe, imparts vitality to the thought, and the law of attraction brings the necessary substances by the law of growth. You see it. Question 6. How are desirable conditions secured? Answer: by entertaining desirable thoughts only. So we have to learn to control our thoughts, to entertain in our mind space desirable thoughts only. Then we will secure desirable conditions in our life. Okay. Question 7. How are undesirable conditions brought about? Answer: by thinking, discussing, and visualizing conditions of lack and limitation, disease, and inharmonies and discord of every kind. You see? So undesirable conditions are brought about when we're thinking, discussing, visualizing conditions of lack, limitations, disease, inharmonies, and discord of every kind. This mental photography or this mental activity of erroneous conceptions is taken up by the subconscious mind, and the law of attraction will inevitably crystallize it into objective form. That we reap what we sow is scientifically exact. Question 8. How can we overcome every kind of fear, lack, limitation, poverty, and discord? Answer: by substituting principle for error. So, by removing the errors and placing principle, we can overcome every kind of fear, lack, limitation, poverty, and discord. Question 9. How may we recognize principle? Answer: by a conscious realization of the fact that truth invariably destroys error. We do not have to laboriously shovel the darkness out. All that is necessary is to turn on the light. The same principle applies to every form of negative thought. Question 10. What is the value of insight? Answer: it enables us to understand the value of making applications of the knowledge which we gain. Many seem to think that knowledge will automatically apply itself, which is by no means so. So that was class 15, lessons 15, exercise and question and answer. And the eyes them already know this strong. We are to bring to the realization of the important fact that harmony and happiness are states of mind and do not depend on the possession of things. That we must realize that things come about as a result of mental states. How you're thinking determines what you're possessing. You see it? And we are to realize that if we desire material possessions of any kind, our chief concern should be to acquire the mental attitude which will bring about the result desired. So in other words, we have to be able to be in the mental state of having it already, of what it feels like to be there, calling something into being that is not there, and dwelling in the state of having it when you can't see it. You see it, right? This mental attitude is brought about by a realization of our spiritual nature and our unity with the universal mind, which is the substance of all things. So in other words, this mental attitude, being able to dwell in a state before it comes, right, is brought about by a realization of our spiritual nature. And our spiritual nature is taught, you see, and our unity with the universal mind, the atoms, every life principle that is in all of creation, our unity with the atoms of the universe that we see without is our solar plexus. You see it? And by that knowledge, that realization, it says this realization will bring about everything which is necessary for our complete enjoyment. This is scientific or correct thinking. When we succeed in bringing about this mental attitude, it is comparatively easy to realize our desire as an already accomplished fact. As they say in the scripture, when you pray to the Father, believe that you have received and you shall have. You see? So in order to believe that you have received to have, you have to be able to acquire this mental attitude. The attitude of having it before you receive it. And this way or this mood of thinking is scientific, correct thinking. You see it? We are to realize that the Bible is a metaphysical book that teaches you about states of mind and has nothing to do with the world of effects or the world of material objects. There is no Jesus Christ out in the world of material objects. Jesus Christ is your imagination, the light that is within you, that you use to explore new worlds of thought and experience. That's why it's written in the Bible. Don't you know or don't you realize that Jesus Christ is in you and not outside of you? That the power that you are seeking is you. The very power that exists. And this is the teachings of Christ. And we must all come to the realization of it in order to rise ourselves in consciousness. If we cannot do it, we will remain stagnant and stuck in the limited mind that was given to us by the system, by the enemy. And the enemy is doubt, doubtful thoughts. That is saying that this cannot be so and that can happen. And we are living in a world of infinite possibilities where everything is possible. And thought being the substance of all things. Whatever you think and dwell upon, concentrate upon, you have the ability to manifest. You have the ability to create, no matter what it is, no matter how lavish a life you want to live. You have the ability to do it by being able to acquire the mental attitude that is required to bring about that desired state or that desired experience. You see? So all it takes is exercise, practice. Practice makes perfect. Practice the exercises that is outlined in the Master Key system daily, faithfully, without fail, and you will see drastic changes within your experience in life. First, within, you will realize the calm, and you will realize the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And you will know what love is. You see? And you will have dominion. You will have received the kingdom of heaven and have dominion over the material plane. You see? So we give thanks once again, royally, for each and every eye joining in with I. You know, mighty art of Sabbath remembrance, once again going through. You know, blessings of health, wealth, love, joy, and prosperity to each and every eye household. You know, we do give thanks to the eyes them royal presence. For the eyes them presence is the gift, and that gift is life. So we give thanks one to another, for we are but reflections of the all. One being. One being. You know, so we need to stop think of individualisms. We are one being, period. So when you see someone in the street, I would say someone, I wouldn't say brother, I wouldn't say sister. When you see someone in the street, you're seeing yourself. Anyone that you see, you're seeing yourself. Anything that you see, you're seeing yourself. It's all a reflection of your world within. You know, so we do give thanks. You know, blessed love going through, and give thanks once again. You know, Green Spirit, we give thanks again royally for the I presence and for the I interaction. Joseph, much blessings. Give thanks to the I for the I presence and the I interaction. You know, and much love going through. Oh, the King wants to say blessed love going through. All right, so we see the eyes them, next strong. Whole I am.